Elder Titan and the push.
They need deep push, but at the same time they need deep push, like a deep push here that also deals a lot of burst damage.
We're going to opt for a Storm Spirit, gentlemen.
They have a lot of catch, but no deep push.
Like, I feel like their 5-man is just going to break their neck. Like, how do you 5-man with a Storm Spirit?
I don't think they can though. So I'm going for Alliance this game, despite Fnatic being my friends. But Alliance have a much easier game.
I think we're unanimous.
Pooling. 3-4-3 going in, but yeah, that's a flying courier with movement speed boost. That's not going to go anywhere apart from mid lane. We got the style fall from S4, early level 2. Arrow still available, going to fly it out, and Storm Spirit brought down. Alliance will spill first blood. For all the harassment the Bounty Hunter was offering, it just took a good combination from EGM and S4.
Yeah, the early level stomp was really hard to dodge, especially when you do not have boots yet on the Storm Spirit. But it was really important that he picked up level 2.
3-4-3. He gets the courier. Had a decent amount on it too. It was the boots and the bottle of S4. DJ with nice zoning out in the top rune allows mid one to pick up a double damage. So Storm Spirit with kill potential. Admiral Bulldog, DJ going to disrupt, goes for the catcher as well. And mid one, he'll have to jump forward if he wants to go for Bulldog. No level 6 on the Time Hunter, so there is no Ravage available. It won't matter. The poison, it is going to be enough. There's only one stack in it, but it will be. DJ bringing down Admiral Bulldog.
The Observer Ward only offers you so much protection. You need some heroes out there to scout out their maneuvers.
Mid one, he jumps in. Actually takes the regeneration rune from under the noses of S4 and Bulldog.
And really important runes. He needs the haste, he needs the DD, the regen. Like, all these are really good. Illusion, bounty, fairly useless to him.
S4 also wants just the bottle charges. If he can't get that, there's still a rune down on bottom lane. But they'll see RK making a play for it. But while that's happening, Ohio sprinting forward. 3-4-3 is going to get close in on Loader. So if he wants to slow him down, he can do so. Ohio's going to get scouted out.
I like the early Lance build. They probably say, like, man, this guy's 1100 HP. How do we kill him? Especially without amp. 3-4-3s. Looks like he's
the
dead.
damage with the Storm. EGM brings it in. Ohio, he tried to stop it, but now in comes the Storm Spirit. Regeneration rune active. The Shallow Grave will keep EGM alive. Fnatic already losing 2, but in comes Storm once again, but he doesn't have the regeneration rune. There's no mana left. Only 8-1 charges and a couple of bottle charges, but that's not instant mana.
Radiant Ancients in the meantime.
Tier 2 tower's gone. DJ slept up by the Stomp, and while he does have a defensive disruption, it won't come down in time. S4 with an easy Starfall finds the pick. We can still cause a problem. I still love him mid one. He's just waiting. RK will walk around the corner here. Ohio's in the neighborhood. RK's going to get picked. Alliance not moving out as a squad. They didn't really think anyone was behind, even though mid one was creep skipping previously.
Guessing where the Tidehunter is. As long as Tidehunter's showing, they know when and where to fight. Like, I think they show the Drow Ranger pushing out the lane, and then is Tidehunter behind them? They don't know. Sometimes they have to let the Drow just solo farm. Sometimes they might have to overcommit and get baited out. They need to put them in that position. Ravage comes out on bottom.
Yeah, bottom lane, they're going in. Ohio gusted back. So they'll find the kill on the Slaughter. Mid one has already ball lightning himself away. He's going to come into the pit. Roshan's low, and it is killed by the Dire. The arrow will connect on Mushi.
That was way too close. I think one of the heroes is like, okay, I'm just going to tank it. They saw it coming.
From EGM, finding him, trying to go straight to the Stomp. That will put the Bounty Hunter to sleep, and a follow-up Cold Arrow. Elder Titan will find the last punch. So no Bounty Hunter for the fight. They won't have track available.
But Bounty Hunter, or sorry, Sven is already on the bottom lane, pushing, blinking past waves. He already took down the. He is finally going to go for a BKB. I say finally. It's 20
top
minutes.
lane, the jump in. It was already set up with 3-4-3 coming in close. Gets the initial slow from Janata. And now with no Drow Ranger, Sven takes out another tower. 20 minutes in.
Similar hero in that he just has tons of physical mitigation and will just run at you, disable the marksmanship, and just cleave you down. And you just don't have that much uptime as a Drow Ranger. And the later the game gets, there's not really that many items that can help you out.
3-4-3. Arrow's going to be off target. You still got mid one in the neighborhood. So if they want to commit for this, it would take a lot from Alliance. Like, we're talking Ravage to even get a kill here. 3-4-3. Oh, the double Starfall. You have to respect that magical burst damage that comes from the Mirana Ags.
I think it might be worth it for a lane. Also, just de-warding.
EGM, dead. So dead. Mid one and Mushi just destroyed him on the bottom lane. S4 will jump forward, then Mushi triggers the BKB. No leap of S4 thanks to the Orchid, and Mushi will just TP out under the protection of that magic community.
Constantly instill that fear onto Alliance. Like, if they have to huddle around their base. Roach is open to them, and then they have to be even more scared because Storm Spirit.
Oh, S4 actually managed to hit an arrow onto Ohio. A good 5-second stun. He was just farming, but he was farming underneath the Radiant Observer Ward of Alliance. And his pickoffs like this, which Plata will be up in time, but Alliance are already smoking up themselves. They move out, there's a sentry ward down, the Bounty is not in range of this. They have no idea what's going on.
Bounty Hunter scouted out. He popped Tidehunter smoke.
Oh, they trigger dust. They know he's in the tree line. The Weave will give the vision, so 3-4-3. Elder Titan. Once again, EGM will find the kill. That's his third for the game.
That is the worst target for the Smoke Gang to pop.
I think Loda's going to be a lot happier too once he gets that ultimate orb. Having the Manda style, breaking free of the Orchid Silence of the Storm Spirit.
Dispel Amp.
Yep.
All pretty good.
Admiral Bulldog currently killing a traitor inside the pit, but he'll have to move over. Mushi hit by an arrow. Yule Scepter up. That's S4. Trying to prepare for another jump. They go for Mushi. BKB triggered. Ball lightning mid one. Trying to come in to help out his core with a stun. Mushi walking away. The Ravage committed mid one. The damage from Loda. Suicide will happen. So Alliance don't get the kill, but at least they put the Storm Spirit on the sidelines. DJ's not out of the woods just yet. S4 rotating over, going to find 3-4-3. The first Starfall into the second one. They've lost the vision on 3-4-3. And with a Blink Dagger, DJ got far enough into the mid lane trees to TP himself away to safety. So again, they're coming.
I think they can just go inside the Roach pit. How are they going to deal with the Elder Titan Spirit, though?
Oh, did EGM notice that? Yeah, he did. The Spirit actually clipped Mushi while it's still under the cover of smoke.
But you still have to fight without Ravage if you want to take a fight here. Ideally, you want to stall with the Elder Titan stomp, but he just used it. There's no Spirit there.
Oh, that arrow actually helping Fnatic. A full 5-second stun on Roshan with the amplification. Alliance, now they're going to Moonlight Shadow in, but the 3-man crush! Ohio, he goes straight into the mix. Mushi will try and shot it. He only finds an illusion. Storm Spirit in pretty deep, but he'll find his target, and it will be EGM pulling back the Elder Titan. The Greaser by a little bit more life. Mid one, the Aegis model will trigger. EGM trying to hold mid position. The ET splitter, well, Fnatic just waited all out, and then EGM will fall. They look for more. The stun on Arcade. The extra track will go to work. Mushi does get hit by an arrow, so we can't help out. But mid one, the long jump in. You also have to up with a gust. It keeps mid one control into the tier 2. Boda will get a revenge kill, and that's a big one to take. A dominating streak ended.
At the ready for 2 of them. Elder Titan Spirit comes out and is going to hit on the smoked heroes.
And again, Bulldog, Anchor Smash, 3-4-3. It's the Sentry Ward that's up there for the jump forward. Loda, that split is in a good spot. It's going to snap back all of Fnatic, but you've already lost the Drow Ranger, and the damage from Sven just way too much. The Ravage will buy a little bit of space here. Also helps him to get the kill over on that Storm Spirit. Arcade, TP's out, not possible. Mushi has the stun available. Even Ohio crushing for good measure.
Oh my god, that Drow Ranger just got obliterated. She had amplified damage and got hit by the split earth, and there have Manta illusions, which will actually likely happen in the team fight. Fnatic trying to smoke the long way around. Roshan not available to them for at least.
They're coming for Loda. Loda is right on top of that dire Observer Ward, plus he's farming the creep wave. That is one very, very dead Drow. With a Blink Crush, mid one goes in. And that is a full minute on the sideline because he bought his overclock before he died. The arrow will keep Mushi away, perfectly hit from S4. And now is up. The arrow misses once again. Blink Crush, S4 caught out. He doesn't have his leap available. He does have Yule Scepter, however. Send him up and towards the air. The ET Splitter keeping Ohio out of the fight. As he hits the ground from the Yule's quick blink out. Fortification is still available for Alliance and Fnatic. They're not going to go for any more. The BKB is on cooldown for the Storm Spirit. In there, and right now Fnatic have made no movement over. Mid one is in the neighborhood. Okay, now they're making a better movement. Roshan down to half-life. The Weave is starting to kick up for Alliance. They got a lot of armor to work with. S4's already dropped the Aquila in preparation. The ET splitter, mid one if you want to jump in. The splitter too early. Ohio gets the crush. It's killed by the die. The Bounty Hunter, he picks up the Aegis Immortal. Alliance tried something sneaky, and now they may pay the price for it. Mid one's all over him. The Shallow Grave will keep S4 alive a little bit longer. The mid one is there, waiting arms. Will even find him. No into the tree lines. Miranda will TP out. Unfortunately for the rest of Alliance, they will not have that option. Loda as well as Bulldog drop. Mushi chases to the ends of the earth, Arke. And they move over to EGM, who's just trying to man fight against DJ. There is no way to win that fight. Alliance getting crushed in the pit. No space for the Drow. Shield buyback. Fortification will slow down the Raxing. S4 caught out by Storm Spirit. A perfect jump from mid one. It's a nice gust from Loader. Maybe he can get a revenge on the 3-4-3, but DJ is there with the waiting disruption arms to pull 3-4-3 out of the firing line. Fnatic will finish the job. They bring down the melee. And now Bulldog jumps to the front lines. There is that BKB over a mid one as well as the cheese. So all this damage can be repaired. But he'll use his...
He's already had to sell his treads, which is...
Maybe he could actually start buying wards for the supports. That would be a very nice thing.
That's what you do. Wards, tomes.
Yep.
So on.
Oh, jump in. They found S4. Ohio with a perfect blink crush. S4, he doesn't have enough time to live. And now is actually moving on to Bulldog. Amplification, Ohio was thinking about it.
A lot of gold. Roshan respawning in 30. Fnatic, no creep inside the Roshan pit this time. But probably sensing that it's up quite soon.
Oh, Bulldog, he jumps in, but at the same time, Mushi under the tier 3 towers. Mid one makes his play for Arcade. He'll find the kill, no buyback available. Loader pushing back Mushi. He's in deep under the tier 4 towers. Maybe they'll have the damage. Mushi dropping quickly. He'll BKB, but they get the kill. 3-4-3 also going to fall. It's the Storm Spirit who's already out. They find more kills. Yules it up. DJ trying to keep Alliance away with that purge, but EGM, Stomps, and Fnatic, they were so patient. They were waiting for the opportunity. But they go in deep and they lose 3. And what a time too, because Roshan is back up again. Alliance can move over and technically force the buybacks as Ohio scouts out the fact that big men on the Marana.
Oh, they were going to play it safe.
I think that's actually the most amount of money I've seen so far at TI for a killing spree. It was 1,640 gold for killing off Mushi underneath the tier 4.
That's ridiculous. He has 6,000.
Oh, mid one trying to go for this kills. Well, he's already found one. Again, poor Arke is just it's the scratching post of Fnatic.
Well, that will not dissuade Alliance from taking down big bad Roshan. Solar Crest already upon him.
Ohio's in a good position for a 4-man crush if he wants it. He knows they're in there. In comes the jump, the crush, the silence will be there. Admiral Bulldog, he's already expended the Ravage before, so you've lost one. Loader can't really fight this. The Hurricane Pike puts himself on the hillside, however. He can't get back down again, so they'll have to TP back to base. And then mid one. Very close. That was a kill Alliance could not afford.
On to Mushi. Mushi just needs to hit towers. If they go on him, he just pops Warcry.
This courier. This is one perilous trip. The Observer Ward scouted out its movement. I'm fairly certain it's here for the point booster. Actually finishes a full E-Blade for Marana. This courier has to get home.
Storm King, easily.
Yeah.
Jump it.
And 3-4-3 is also waiting for it. He'll move, he'll blink forward. So close. Now the Storm, jump in the courier. 4.7k worth of net worth.
So much for that Sven kill.
Yep, you'll have to wait 3 minutes before he can get that E-Blade. But that is still with the mega creeps. So Alliance have to turn their attention down there every now and then, but they don't want to turn away from this top fight. Ravage has just come up for Admiral Bulldog. They still have buyback available for the Marana as well as the Drows. The damage is there. Bulldog, great blink away. Gets out of it, but will it be enough? The fight is split up. Ohio might be low. Mid one, he's going in deep under the tier 4 towers. Moonlight Shadow making it very difficult for Fnatic to find the target. The Ravage, it'll blow. The BKBs can't protect them. Mid one will drop as well. So low, but not dead. Has the Aegis Immortal. Now they'll trigger. Mushi gets far enough away for the Spear of the Arrow. Bulldog, he will smash him entwined with an anchor. EGM will even be protected. Alliance, they're holding this fight. Ohio is low. They force up down. Loader pushes himself into the fight. He wants to go against mid one. S4's here to help him. They've got the damage, but mid one's got the range. Jumping in closer. Yules up from Marana. Where's he go next? He goes in deeper. He goes for the Starfall. Mid one's still alive, but not much longer with a stun onto S4. He'll die with the help of DJ. The double buybacks are available for Alliance. They knew this. They still have to hold the bottom tier 4 towers are being attacked. The Refresher Orb is now up for Bulldog. He's already triggered it, and he leaves it at base. He doesn't reveal it. So maybe now Fnatic, they could go in thinking there is no Ravage available. Does he go back to it? Like, do you actually sell the Crystallis and then buy the full Aghanims? Oh, bottom lane, they actually find Ohio. The arrow misses from S4. Mid one, he's gone in. Again, Arcade. The punching bag of Fnatic gets brought down again. And they look for an opening. Well, okay, BKB's triggered. It's Mushi on the run. S4 right behind him. The Stormbolt will go to work as mid one pokes the tier 3 tower in the mid. And again, Ohio on the bottom lane. Death by 1,000 needles. Only the mid that stands between Fnatic and Mega Creeps.
How do you protect Aki, though? Aki just dies.
There is no way to protect him. You actually just have to let him die. Forced to fight when Fnatic has split up a little bit more. Mid one now looks towards Admiral Bulldog. He's still giving respect. Admiral Bulldog does have that double Ravage up Mushi. Decent amount of damage. Bulldog jumps in. The first Ravage will trigger. They need to kill off Mushi. Defensive destruction from DJ. He'll do the work. Lotus being attacked. The Hurricane Pike can't keep mid one away for long enough. Where is the kill? Hasn't come. Refresh Rob is done by Tidehunter. Force-staffing back in again. The poison almost killing Bulldog. Barely surviving with the refresher into a second greed. Bulldog keeps himself up. Oh, one way for 343 to stay alive. Give him an Aegis the Immortal if you want to. They're actually trying to decide who takes it. So mid one, he'll be the man to take the Aegis to the Immortal.
Just playing.
Someone give Lotus some true hit. Well, they're just, and again, now it's actually helping. 10 more illusions in.
Oh yeah, the illusions with the... Ooh.
Oh, mid one, he gets gusted. The stun, the jump in, Admiral Bulldog also got this Ravage off the ET splitter. It's on a bad position, but Bulldog, he just pops, no buyback. They have no Ravage Hero Alliance. This could be it for Fnatic. The buyback will come out from S4, but you lose 2 heroes. Fnatic didn't really have to commit that heavily.
Oh my god, DJ with those demonic purges. Onto the Tidehunter, onto the Mirana.
And now he goes over the Drow Ranger. Keep going to work, you got all the vision thanks to Track. And Storm Spirit, another long jump in. They find Loda, the He-Blade, protecting him from S4, but Loda still so low. He can't Hurricane Pike out. The buyback will come in, but Alliance, they're being torn apart. There's almost nothing left. Fnatic, they have waited this game out. They have hoarded the money. And finally, they can bring down this Millirax, force it to make it a double crush from Ohio. That could seal the deal as Alliance will lose all 3. And GG, game 1 will go the way of a very patient Fnatic.
The strategy seemed like something that Alliance thought would work, but it doesn't really seem to suit their style. I think in particular, I don't know, it was just like their whole entire team. They could never really search for fights in the first 20 minutes of the game. I think that